Welcome to another edition of Bay Area Barfly. I'm your host, Tom Jones, and we are actually taking this on the road. We're here in South City, South San Francisco, California. Exciting brewery here, Armstrong Brewery Company, and they're releasing the beer. But before we get to that, what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce the founder and brewmaster, Nick Armstrong. Thanks for having me here today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
No problem. And so, tell me a little bit about the brewery, kind of how it started.
Yeah, you bet. So, my wife and I moved to the area in 2010, where I started at work as a fermentation engineer at Genentech. 6 months later, we started the business plan. Within the year, we were started actually across the freeway in a warehouse over there. Kind of proof of concept, started with an email listserv. Nothing like drinking beer on the loading dock of a flower company.
Oh, yeah.
But we did that for about a year and a half.
Yes.
Shut down to move over to more of a downtown location. A year and a half after that, we opened our doors here. And we've been open now about 18 months or so.
Great, and you also have a mission statement, is that correct?
We do. So one of the biggest things that we're trying to promote here in South San Francisco and the brewing industry in general is innovation, education, and community. So on the innovation side, some of the stuff that you'll see behind us over here, you won't find at other breweries. Our Brew House is a custom designed fab brew house built out in Wisconsin for us. We use CO2 reclaiming on our fermentation to just naturally carbonate all of our beers. We work with the city of South San Francisco and scavengers to convert all of our spent grain into biofuel for their trucks. So we try to innovate at every chance that we get. On the education side, we have different levels of beer school, anything from your basic how to taste beer all the way to working back here with me on a brew crew, making a beer just like the one we're going to try today.
Yes. So, and just to add to that, I actually was able to partake, and I was included in the Beer 101. Great class, very hands-on. And what it kind of does is it kind of brings you back to maybe when you first started, to where you guys are, your buddies are around, your friends, family around, and say, hey, come on, let's just try to brew something. So it really gets it down to the basics, and it's kind of interesting how you go from that. And we were using like very basics for the class. We're using a very fundamental, basic way to brew, and compare that to where Nick is today. I mean, it's pretty amazing. But I'm actually going to partake in the next class. As soon as possible, as soon as it's set up, and kind of go from there. But I just kind of wanted to also, a lot of people in the Bay Area may not be aware of Armstrong Brewing Company. And it seems like nowadays brew companies are kind of popping up everywhere. And what's kind of nice about it is when you walk in, immediately, it's kind of down in an area to where it doesn't really feel like a Bay Area pub or a Bay Area brewery. It has a completely different feel for those typical warehouse ones. So what really caught my eye when I first came in is it's very cozy, very warm. The food is they have bar food, but it's definitely an upgrade from bar food. So I would definitely recommend you coming over here and with an empty stomach if possible, not only for the beer but also for all the little menu that they have available. But I've been kind of putting this part off. I want to try the new beer here, so I'm kind of avoiding it, but also anticipating the excitement of it. So can you tell our viewers what kind of beer this is, or what's the site? Yeah.
So right in front of us we have our Darin Paleo. I have no idea why we decided to do durian, to be honest with you. I did a Google search for weirdest beer styles out there, and durian was 3 of the top 20 hits on Google, so that's what we ran with. This beer, we made a 5-gallon batch of it. So part of our brew crew, part of our education side is a couple folks come back with me. We brew on the grain father. We brew on a 5-gallon all grain setup. When it's done, we ferment it right here on the back bar, so everybody in the bar gets to see it. when it's ready to go, we keg it up and put it on tap. So the Darin Paleo was the first beer that we did that with. Made it like a very kind of traditional American pale ale. You're gonna get some of those, a little bit of caramel notes that come through, a lot of that hop character that comes through. In this one, we used a new kind of hop I haven't seen in the Bay Area very much, which is a Skyrocket out of Wisconsin. Kind of a passion fruit bomb on that hop. And then after fermentation's done, we added dehydrated durian. And I can tell you right now that the smell did not come all the way through, which is a really, really good thing.
Yes.
But the sweetness of the fruit definitely comes out. So, cheers.
All right, cheers. Wow.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's not nearly as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's like, yeah, but I mean, it does have a cool name. I mean, it does turn heads.
It does. We've had more interest in this beer than many others that we've done, and I was expecting much worse than this.
Yes. Well, see, the thing is when you go to a typical brewery, they may stay safe. You know, you're gonna have all of your different, regular types of beers, your pale ales. You're gonna have, your lagers. You're gonna have, a lot of different varieties that you'll find anywhere. But what's kind of nice about it is the ability for you to have control, right? To be able to, if you're a large beer company, you're having to kind of cater to the tastes of everyone across the country, across the region. What's nice about here in South City is you can kind of listen to and learn and know, what sells around here, and that's what's kind of unique about this place. There's a ton of equipment out here, very unique, and perhaps I could do a segment just on that, just to kind of go over briefly. As you can tell, it's kind of a loud environment, so we apologize. There's quite a bit of people in here for the new release, and who knows, next year it might be wall-to-wall people to where we can't even do this, so it's kind of nice to be able to share this not only with my viewers, but with the community, and kind of encourage people to come down to the local area. I mean, even the South Bay has a different kind of breweries than this place here. So I recommend anybody in the Bay Area come down. If you're going to visit the Bay Area, check this out. You're right by San Francisco, you're right by Daly City, right by the peninsula. You're close enough to the South Bay, so this is a really good, unique location. You're close to the beach. So before or after, of course, you don't want to drive when you drink, but it's great, maybe after a day out at the beach over here, come over here and just enjoy yourself, and then have some grub and then have some good beer. So I appreciate you, being on our show here and sharing this, dream that you have. And what I like to do at this point is just cheer you one more time.
Cheers.
Bottoms up. No, not bottoms up. Thank you.